Hap and Leonard, Season 2, Episode 4, Bad Mojo. It starts off with Hap and Leonard as children, like a carnival. They're sitting on one of those rides. Hap is saying he's got a crush on Florida. He's always had been chosen for this chick, and he finally got her. So Hap wakes up in the same truck that he was rocking the other night. He thinks the village people are there. He sees a cop with cuffs and, a Native American and a fireman and all, the YMCA type crew. Up a little bit, knocks the crust out, and he realizes it's about 6 cops waiting to arrest him because now he has an active warrant. He's in jail. He sees his homeboy across the way. Hey, Leonard, why you in here? Arson, because, he set Milton's house ablaze. Leonard says, hey man, why you in here? He goes, kidnapping, because we know what he did to Bo. Turns out, Bo's up. Didn't know that. Sheriff Valentine calls Hap in. He says, hey, I need to talk to you. Basically, I'll let you get out of here. You can even take your homeboy, Leonard, with you, as long as you leave Bo alone. I need him for a specific reason. I need Bo for a specific reason. I need my son to be the judge. I don't need you messing this up. Are you willing to let him go? Don't look his way, or I will drop your friend into a hole that is blacker than he is. Ouch! Chooses freedom. Had to throw my hat on. In a previous review that I felt like the African-American detective and Leonard would end up beefing with me. You're from the way. He's from the way. He's black. He already struggling with his job, and y'all thinking he different. So now we see it happening, and the detective straight up says it. He's like, "Hey, you think I'm supposed to be on your side because you a brother? Interesting." He said, "We gonna get you. We are gonna get you." And it's just messed up that they feel that they need to pin something on Leonard so bad that they have the nerve to straight up say, "You are a criminal." So as the interview's going on still, Leonard leans up and he says, you want to know what I think? I think you stole the dead shoes off that little boy. That's what I think. Boy, Leonard says, brother or no brother, if you gonna charge me, what we doing? Because I got a Betamax movie I'm waiting on. Another thing, do y'all think that he's bogus for setting that house ablaze? Granted, yeah, it's wrong to be, arson. Arson is wrong. It's against the law. You don't do that. It's wrong. But let's just say outside of the real world, on the TV show, as far as the TV show is concerned, do you think he was bogus for that? As far as the TV show, no. No. Gonna go somewhere else and still do the shady stuff that they're doing? Probably. But right now, he eliminated what he needed to eliminate. That was directly next door to him, affecting his neighborhood. I'm just saying. We'll see if we see Milton again. If we do. If we don't. We are continuing to see the detective versus Leonard. Super interested because he feels that they're still looking at his uncle as if his uncle is a criminal. Which at this time, we don't know who did it. It could be Mima. It could be anybody. It could be the police who did it. It could be some unknown person that we'll find out. Maybe somebody we've seen, but right now we just still don't know who. Few things I wanted to say too out the gate that I like about the show is how they choose wardrobe. Leonard's always in the cutoff with the tight Wranglers and the cowboy boots, the cutoff flannel and the A-shirt, wife beater, whatever you want to call it. I like that. Hap is just so all over the place. Every time Leonard leaves, I like that he's always grabbing his cowboy hat, true to the Texas style. I hate to say it, Milton's 90s swag or early 80s, whatever, old school swag is pretty on point. Florida's, everything they have with her is pretty awesome. I like that. The car choice. I wonder if Mima's address has something to do with it. Because it's called the Mojo, which is magical type stuff. But her address is like 969 or something like that. But if you flip them all, it could be a really freaky number, right? Think about that. Is her address going to play into it? The cowboy stuff, I like how they always have, his room is cowboys. He's always watching Western TV shows. Wonder how the cover for this season with Hap and Leonard on a horse, what's that got to do with it? Because, last season it was of that crazy chick. And we know that finale went down. So how's this finale going to go down on a horse? Right on a Back at Mima's house, she's got Ivan trying on a choir robe. Leonard's arriving, and she's like, "Let me get pictures of my two favorite boys." And she pulls out the Polaroid. So in my head, I'm like, "All right, at what point is Leonard gonna see that picture of her in front of that gate and put all of it together?" And it starts. Leonard checks out Mima's picture collection, and he ends up seeing that she has her family photo of the church. So he puts two and two together. He now knows that she knows the history, she knows the location, and she is the plug. She knows what's going on. Coroner's office detectives are researching the corpse of the BB's body, I guess, trying to figure out what's the deal with Leonard, and they're basically, saying, "Hey, we got the power, we are the law, we could do what we want to do." And the other officer, "Look, man, we're abusing our power." But the black detective is like, "Look, man, we do what we want to do. We need to make this stick on Leonard." In walks Sheriff Valentine, so the detectives duck off and hide, and we see Valentine up to no good planting evidence. Our man Hap puts two and two together on his own. He heads over to the church with the Polaroid, and now he knows his gate is the same as that window that I told y'all that it's the same as the stained glass window at the top of Fitzgerald's church. It's all coming together. Church is already having a picnic. We see Fitzgerald and Hap get into a fight. Hap prevails, basically says, "Yo, I'm holding my own." And it's basically saying that Fitzgerald is beefing. He's got something against Hap. I mean, it's interesting. As Hap and Leonard are walking around the church ground, they're walking around the area trying to find the old church's location. And they end up seeing grass, and it used to be there. And of course, in Hap and Leonard fashion, they fall through the ground, fall 20, 30 feet into a basement, basically. And now they're dark, they light a candle, they look around, and they end up finding a whole bunch of caskets, wooden made caskets. And as they start opening them, they see that they're all engraved with 1978, 1979, through 1980 something. And they have corpses of little people in it. So they're putting it all together. They know that whoever did it, they're not done, that they're still going to strike. So now they have to figure out, why are they choosing these boys, and why, at what point did they all go missing? That's where we're at right now. Hap and Leonard then further dig, and then they figure out that every murder or missing situation happens the third Saturday in October every year. So they end up at Miss Juicy's hair salon. The police detectives have followed them there. Miss Juicy called the homegirls on the bat line like they do. They got there, protected our guys, and they got out, got on the bus system. They ended up seeing that Idaho line that they were chasing. They connected the dots basically with all the missing boys, and they found it was in the shape of the state of Idaho. Then as they were running out of the back of Miss Juicy's hair salon, they end up on a city bus, and they checked the back of the city bus, which was filled with little boys, by the way, little black boys, by the way. They check, and they see the bus line runs in the state of Idaho. The last stop of the day on that bus, which they got on for free with a good, "Hey, hook me up, thank you, appreciate it," a nod like that, led them to an annual carnival. And that, my friend, is where all the boys are taken from. That's how they sum up episode number. That's how they summed up this episode, y'all. Hope it's going down. Next episode, I can see it's gonna be crazy. I already know. It's just too much leading up to it right now. What's gonna happen, I don't know. Hang in tight, all right? Make sure y'all hit like, comment, and subscribe. I appreciate y'all holding me down. And next season, I'm gonna do the same.